Smackdown. Wow, talk about working double duty tonight. What can I say about tonight's show? Well, we're gonna be getting to a lot of shows tonight, but I guess you could say the competition was on tonight between both SmackDown and AEW of both shows trying to one up each other and whatnot. SmackDown being on FS1 tonight and not on Fox as usual, and being a 2.5 hour show is what they like to call it. SmackDown, the Supersize edition. And with SmackDown being 2.5 hours, the last 30 minutes of the show would be commercial free and whatnot. How does AEW counter? Because with that 30 minutes, basically, you know, that that's in the first 30 minutes of Rampage, if anybody's watching that and whatnot. So what does AEW do? They have a pre-show, the buy-in before Rampage, and have an hour of that during the second hour of SmackDown. So if you ask me, both shows were trying to one up each other tonight. I'm sure everybody's just been seeing back and forth between both SmackDown and AEW, especially with you know um whatever with Tony Khan or whatever Koki took this week to say that they were going to beat SmackDown in the ratings, which I just kind of rolled my eyes. But now he's saying it's not. I don't know. That guy's been talking a lot of shit this week because either going back and forth or somewhat reneging and whatnot. Because, like, okay, first you say you're going to beat them. Now it's like, okay, we're not in competition. You just say you're in competition with them earlier this week. So I don't know, man. It's a lot going on with that, and some would say it's a lot of tribalism going on when it comes between WWE fans and AEW fans. I'm sure everybody's seen the Roman interview today, which I just kind of think it's funny how people are legitimately that mad about what he said, and I'm just seeing a lot of fucked up shit they're saying about Roman Reigns also. Which hey man, he guess he just told it like it was and pissed off people and whatnot. But you know how these interviews go. One show says they're better than the other, and fans are going to get pissed either way. But yeah, SmackDown and AEW, what can I say? It's been like I don't know, if you're switching back and forth. Personally, I watched both shows tonight. Okay, I didn't wait one at a time to watch. I had one on the TV and one on the computer, so I rotated between back and forth. But I'm still able to pay attention what it was still going on and whatnot during both of these shows. Okay, but obviously a loaded show tonight for SmackDown, though, in this supersized edition. When you think about it, this is the go home show before the Blood Money show next Thursday, or Saudi Arabia, or Crown Jewel, or however you want to call it and whatnot. Will I review that show? Maybe, because I want to make fun of it. But yes, supersized edition of SmackDown tonight. We do kick off the show with Edge. Um, Edge came out there, basically talking about Seth Rollins. He sat in the chair, talking about how Rollins, you've been calling me out ever since Madison Square Garden, but he knows that Edge was not medically cleared and whatnot. And Edge says, you want to go into my home, not my house, but you want to go into my home, and you want to steal book out of my playbook about the time when he slapped John Cena's dad in the face, running up in his house years ago and whatnot. So basically, Edge says, I understand what you've done, and I've underestimated you and whatnot. But he told that Rollins is the only guy that can match his intensity and whatnot. And now you're not Edge light, okay? You're not. But it's time to end this because it's affecting both of our families. I could go to your house and mess with your wife and whatnot, or talk about Becky and everything and screw with your family. But he says, no, 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 no. I'm not gonna give any sympathy for you. I'm not gonna hesitate and whatnot. It's gonna be a hell in a cell. It's gonna be a fitting end to this trilogy, he says, because he's going to scar his soul. He's going to scar Seth Rollins' soul at Crown Jewel in Hell in a Cell. And it's going to be a scar he can never heal from. So a great promo by Edge about Seth Rollins, especially hyping up Hell in a Cell. Just a great promo in general by Edge. So that was a great way to kick off the show. We did also have the semifinals for the King of the Ring tournament. Finn Balor versus Sami Zayn. A very good match, but come on, it was going to be a no-brainer right here. Balor was going to win anyways. We all know Sami Zayn was not going to win this tournament. We know Sami Zayn's not going to go to Saudi Arabia. We've known that in the past. So, and I'm sure everybody knows the reasons behind that. But, of course, Balor was going to go over coup de grace. So, there you go. I know they hyped a lot of people that are coming to SmackDown next week because next Friday the draft will be in effect and everybody will be on their new shows. Naomi was out there. She was ready to face Sonya Deville, but Sonya Deville came out and says, nah, 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 nah. You can have your match, but I'm not going to be going. It's going to be a handicap match, which she brought out Shayna Baszler in. It was basically both of them going against Naomi. Baszler ended up grabbing Naomi. Deville just starts punching Naomi. Naomi fought back, but Baszler put her in the careful clutch, and basically, Deville basically put her foot on top of Naomi, winning the match. So, obviously, just a cop out and a swerve right here. I'm sure this is going to continue at a later date whenever Sonya Deville gets back in the ring fully against Naomi. So, we'll see what happens, but basically a swerve for that. Seth Rollins came out, which for some reason I felt like this cut a very long promo that went on for a minute. Basically talking about Edge and that hell is frozen over. Edge is finally wrong, and basically you think it intimidate me, but it's not going to work. Rollins basically says, yeah, yes, we have similarities and whatnot, but I've spent more time in a Hell in a Cell than you, okay? And I've made it out of there many times and whatnot. So I'm gonna end you at Hell in a Cell, okay? It's gonna be done. So yeah, Rollins out there hyping up, the match for Hell in a Cell. Also, Zelina Vega went against Carmella in a Queen's Crown semifinal tournament. Vega said, let's keep it clean and whatnot. So, listen, we got rid of Liv Morgan. So, let's do this one-on-one. Which I don't even know if the crowd was paying much attention to this match. And again, I wasn't really paying much attention to this match at the same time. Also, Carmella, like she's about to go for the win, but she went to get her weird mask thing, but Liv Morgan was standing right there holding the mask. Basically, Vega hit the roll up onto Carmella for the win. So yeah, Vega is going to the finals, which I don't know, man. This whole tournament thing has been bad anyway, so I have not much to say about it. I'm still surprised Vega even went this far, but I guess, hey, she had all those L's when she came back to the company, but maybe they're giving her something right now with all these wins. But I'm sure a lot of people weren't even paying attention to this and probably went to Rampage during this match anyways. But Vega is going to the finals of this tournament, though. Corbin and Madcap Moss came out. Happy Corbin. They're basically hyenas at this point. They go out there and go laugh and laugh, and they start talking about people coming to the SmackDown roster. The jokes weren't even that funny. I'm surprised Kevin Owens didn't come out and interrupt again, but they sent Nakamura and Boogs out there. They did their usual dance routine, just dancing around with the guitar, which is always cool to see with Pat McAfee dance on the table. Say, come on, Cole, get up. It's your birthday, Cole. Come on, Cole. And then the Street Profits came out. So yeah, Nakamura and them were just there to dance. Street Profits did go against the Usos in a street fight for the tag team titles. This is great. This is fun to watch. I like this match. I did like it with Dawkins. I guess he was like Devon telling Montez, get the tables and whatnot. This was fun. I enjoyed this match. Never a dull moment right here. Crowd was into it. I did like when Uso start beating up Dawkins with the kendo sticks and whatnot. I know they tried a double super kick, but that did not work. Ford came in. Basically, I know he threw Chase on the table really hard and whatnot. He did go for his frog splash onto one of the Usos, but I think one of them pulled him out. They put Montez Ford through the table. Dawkins tried to fight them off, but they ended up getting a double super kick and two Uso splashes, from simultaneously across the ring and whatnot. So yeah, Uso still ended up retaining tag team titles against the Street Profits, but it was a very damn good match also. I know they went to Becky in the back, basically talked about she's undefeated in singles for nearly 3 years and whatnot. And, listen, I've had a kid and returned in record time and won this title and whatnot. And now she's going to beat Sasha Banks. So now we move into the 30 minutes of the show where it's commercial free. We did get Sasha versus Becky. Heel versus heel right here. But this is still a damn good match, though. Crowd was still into it. I think they didn't really know who to cheer for. I did like it, of course, the Three Amigos and Eddie chants and whatnot because of Sasha. Bianca was on commentary about her way, too. Like I said, it was a damn good match. Banks ended up, I think throwing Becky into Bianca and whatnot, knocking her down on the outside. Becky ended up getting like her manhandle slam onto Sasha Banks for a 2 count. Sasha tried to go for the bank statement then, but Becky ended up still getting to the ropes after that. Bianca used her hair and hit well, she didn't hit Becky, but I think she hit her in the hand then, which Becky got distracted. Sasha ended up hitting a backstabber and then pinning Becky for the win. So Sasha got the win right here, basically by distraction and whatnot. But still a damn good match that ate up some time. But then, since it's commercial free, as everybody got in the ring, they had to set up the contract signed between Brock Lesnar and Roman Reigns. Reigns and Heyman came out, which of course they got to do their very long entrance. Brock came out then, and he got in a chair and sat there, kicking his feet up on the table for the contract. Heyman basically gave Reigns a pen, saying, this is the contract you requested for Crown Jewel. And then Reigns basically looked at Brock like, you must be some type of dumbass or something, because you're just a big dumb farmer, right? You just signed a contract without even reading it, huh? What's wrong with you? But then Lesnar basically said, hey, man, I read the contract this morning with my advocate, Paul Heyman. And Reigns just looked pissed in. Heyman is just nervous and squirming around. Lesnar just smiled. He left. And, Reigns just looked at Heyman. That was the end of the show with 3 minutes to spare. So they didn't even really take up all the 30 minutes when you think about it. 3 more minutes were left to spare into SmackDown. So, yeah, they kind of just ended it off from there with, the contract signed between Brock and Roman right there. So, we'll see what happens next Thursday at Crown Jewel and whatnot for the title. Like I said, it's not even that bad of a card when you look at it. It's in Saudi Arabia. That's why a lot of people don't care, because they know this is Blood Money 5 or Blood Money 6 or whatever show they're going with this. This is probably a match you would put in Survivor Series, maybe SummerSlam itself, but yeah, we got to get that blood money. You all know what I mean right there. But SmackDown, no, in general, like I said, I know this was somewhat, some would say it's a competition tonight between both of these shows, and I'm going to review AEW in a second. But yeah, just I'm sure people either switching channels or going back and forth, or whoever you decide to choose. We'll see where the ratings maybe lie tomorrow. But then again, SmackDown was on FS1, not Fox. So we'll really see how these numbers do, okay? But overall, like I said, SmackDown was really good. I did enjoy the street fight between the Usos and the Street Profits. Sasha and Becky was good. Um, I like the Edge's promo. The Heyman, Brock Roman thing was short, but it was okay. I didn't think it was that bad. Nothing much didn't happen from it. Got a swerve from Cyan Deville. The tournament matches were the tournament matches. So yeah, SmackDown, like I said, it wasn't bad, and they really did as much as they could to hype up Crown Jewel for next week. But like I said, with them being on FS1 tonight, and this is the supersized edition being 2.5 hours, this was not a bad show. So SmackDown, longer show tonight, but it wasn't that bad at all. Okay? But other than that, though, that is my review of SmackDown tonight. Comment, subscribe, find me on Twitter at HoodieKnight890. I'm out. See you guys later. Peace.